feels like maybe you have to make like a set route safe all the way up, like a backbone almost, and then just have routes off of that are unsafe. Maybe. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. But it certainly would make things easier. Lord Captain, this is from iFactorum. We received a report from Dargonus. Some common folk from the now ruined Sisyphone have succumbed to heresy of defiance. Succumbed to the heresy of defiance, forming into engine vandals gangs. They now ride among the wastelands on wasteland-adapted cleaning Goliaths. Okay. They have declared themselves outside of the law, raiding the Hive's outskirts, only to escape retribution in the toxic wastelands. Many of them did not want to obey you more. Sorry, let me start that again. Many of them did not want to obey you more than equitable. To obey your more than equitable decision to send them to the restoration site, and thus they have fled to the labor settlements, committing the heresy of disobedience. Rumor has it that the Brigadier clan, in charge of the debris removal from the ruins, kept in contact. We could pass on your words to the renegades via the Brigadiers, or force them to disclose the locations of the rebels' nomadic camps. Okay, destroy these engine heretics. I get Wasteland's Twister and 1 complacency, although I do lose an efficiency. Okay. I get 1 security, I lose a compliancy here. I get leader of the engine vandals. What does that do? Rogue Trader gains 1 MP. Okay, not that amazing. This one I get Wasteland Generator, which is torpedo tubes. I get a mechanism, I lose a profit factor, and I lose a complacency. So that one sucks altogether. So what is this Wasteland Twister? A 2-handed power weapon. 10 to 25 damage. Is that good? I'm not sure if that's good. So I could destroy them, which seems the best because I get a complacency and I lose an efficiency. This one I don't want to loot. This one's let's just destroy them. An answer worthy of the God Emperor's servants. We shall find a way to handle this heresy. Fantastic. The war with the engine vandals took a lot of resources and effort, and supply chains between several arcologies were distributed by the reprisal raids. Disrupted by the reprisal raids. Some of the populace has died of starvation or due to technogenic difficulties. I guess that's to do with their implants, right? The enforcers, however, could be stopped by nothing. The tribe's best warriors have died in the slaughter. The survivors were taken in by the Brigadier clan. More workers are always needed for rubble removal. It will be years before the engine vandals' numbers replenish and they can pose a threat once again. Problem solved. Okay. Cool. So I got this... Wait a second. I got this Crimson Haze again? I thought I already got that. We have 4 times weapons. Great. We have Shield of the Emperor is done. For all colonies, security up by 1. Fantastic. Fantastic. So the next one's the rank 3s. This one blocks Adeptus and Season of Wars. So, okay, so I can only have one of these 2. This one I can't do anyway. Oh, because I did this, I guess. Huh? The following project must be completed in the colony. Oh, okay, this one. But I can't because I blocked it. That's fair enough. Okay, so this one I get a frag grenade. Mark, what is that? 10, 15, 16? Efficiency by 3 and mechanisms by 6. This one I get Boots of Victory. Whenever the wearer performs a heroic act, they recover all their wounds and gain 2 AP this turn. Wow. 5,000 Navy reputation, and 3 security. Now, Imperial Navy reputation by 5k is pretty good. Security 3 is also nice. I don't really use grenades, so I don't see the point in this. Let's do this one. Yeah, there we go. Oops. Okay, can we do anything else at the moment? At the moment, we can do nothing else. Okay, what does Janus have for us here? Is anything? Nothing is available in Janus at the moment. Nothing. Oh, look at this though. It's because I need reputation. The wearer's psi rating is increased by 1 against demons for each rank of dogmatic. Ugh. No. No. 5% more damage to Xenos. So why can't I do this? Because I need to do one of the following, okay? And I can't do this because I don't have the reputation. I get it. Okay. So this one's like a two-part. I'm going to have to figure out which one of these tier 3s I want, and then do the tier 2 by getting the reputation. So let's see what this does. Seeker of the Weak. A mysterious Aldari contraption. All enemies suffering from burning, toxin, or bleeding suffer a minus 30% to dodge. I get 4 security. Okay, fair enough. This one, Mechanized Servants. I gain 4 security, and this Scorcher, which is... The user gains 1 AP and immediately resets cooldowns on all attacks and abilities. At the start of the user's next turn, they gain +1 stack of staggered that lasts until the end of combat. And what does staggered do? Oh, that doesn't sound great. -20 on penalty to weapon skill, ballistic skill, strength, toughness, or agility tests. Yeah, no thanks. This one is, I get a weapon just called Melee. One-handed. Onslaught. All creatures within the area. Just hits all creatures within the area, and it's like a circle around you. It's kind of interesting. What is this? Grants an additional area attack that affects all adjacent cells around the wielder. Yeah, that's the Onslaught. +1 damage per character in the party. Huh? So what, +5 damage? Or, yeah. That's weird. Okay. Sure. I mean, the sword here is probably the one I'm going to use the most. This one I'm not super interested in. That Scorch I'm probably never going to use. So it's either this one, Forest Fortresses, or Xeno Defense. And what do I need for this? Xeno Defense is Dark Sages, and Forest Fortresses is Dark Sages. So basically, if I do Dark Sages, I should be good. And the only thing is, that's the Kaspalika mission, which is super unfortunate. Because I wanted, I think, this guy, the Drusians, because I think they have power armor later in the game. And I kind of want that. But that's the Science of Virtue. Right. And then for that one, I need Explorators. God damn it. So what does Science of Virtue even do? Science of Virtue blocks Rose of Zamarkand, which is this one. Which I don't need anyway. Oh, it looks like I can do Science... the Science of Virtue. And something else, but I mean, how am I going to do that? Oh, here we go, here we go. 13,000 in explorators I need. That could work. If I put most of my stuff into the Drussians here, but then I put a little bit into explorators. I mean, what is it, 13,000? I'll have to have a look at the rep. This one's going to be tricky because of that, I think, unfortunately. What about VBOS 6? What can we do here? I mean, this just gives us 2 efficiency, straight up 2 efficiency. So does this, but it also gives me this. Plus 5 to commerce and hit chance. And it blocks Envirodome, huh? Oh yeah. I forgot which one I wanted here. I guess it's the same as rank 3, so what do I want here in rank 3? Great Chain Axe. The player gains the superior munitions feature. 5 ballistic skill and 5 damage to their ranged attacks. Torpedoes deal 15% more damage. Ugh, I don't really use torpedoes anymore. This one's kind of nice, the 4 profit factor. What would I need for this? I would need Envirodome, so I need this one. I need one more mech. Well, I just need 1 mechanism. I have 0 mechanisms right now. I get complacency and security. That's good. But I mean, like Dreamless, for example, doesn't stop that from happening. Ergonomics does. I can't use Envirodome, but I could use Dreamless. Right? Sure. And then, just as long as I get 1 more mechanism somewhere. Somebody can give me a mechanism. You know? And we're good to go. So I wonder what happens once you finish tier 3. Is there a tier 4? Because I'm kind of locked out from most of these. Although I suppose most of these are... I mean, like, this one's reputation based, so there's that, I guess. Anyway. Let's go here. Let's go to the Administratum. Yep, obviously we have to take Jai. Alright.
I tread a path unexplored.
Let's go, let's go. Okay, Schaefer, you have returned. I hope the sacred document I entrusted to you last time has now successfully passed through the approval procedure. Here's your paper, complete the seals. Yes, oh yes indeed, it is perfect. The seals are authentic. So we may continue with the certification procedure. Follow me, please. I thought she punched the door then to open it. I thought she was punching the door to get it open, but no, apparently she was just opening the door. Look at this place. Looks a bit disorderly. What's going on? That's a big queue. Am I going to have to wait in this queue? What's going on, guys? This is your queue, and your ticket number is 394. When it is your turn to be seen, the ranking prefect will review your documentation again and seal the official certification for Jai to possess a Mercantum Tabula Officiale. You will have a bit of a wait, but it will be worth it in the end, yes? Address Jai, I am sick of this, handle your own problems. I am the rogue trader and sovereign of this world. I do not queue. Under the Lexus Imperialis, your rights and privileges as Rogue Trader come into effect only after your official ascension ceremony. Until then, you are just another humble subject of the Von Valancius Protectorate. Really? You're going to get me on the ceremony? God damn it. That's not even mentioning the fact that said humble subject is accompanied by a Xeno. Given that your official induction has yet to take place, you are, technically speaking, performing an act of heresy here and now in front of dozens of witnesses. So you, Ellen Tack, have not yet gone through the initiation rite that grants you all your privileges after all. I regret to see that a lie has passed between us. Listen, Jai, just pipe down, okay? I don't... God damn it. Do you really wish to get on my bad side? I suppose I could make an exception, but only because Theodora von Valancius never once overlooked the laws of the Imperium or my advice. Here. She holds out a new ticket with the number 301. May his blessings be upon you. Are you kidding me? Just because I haven't gone through some stupid ascension ceremony? The queue hums with thousands of voices. Someone has rolled out bedding and is settling down to sleep. Someone is playing some bizarre musical instrument. Many are praying. Several high-born petitioners are debating who is here on the most important business. You have to admit, the magnificent administrative machinery of the Imperium isn't without its rough edges. But what a thrilling adventure this is turning out to be, Shireen. I've never seen anything like it before, and sometimes it's good to take a break from constant travelling, and to give all the hot-blooded newcomers a chance to cover themselves in glory without us in the way. I could just yawn. Order your servants to prepare a waiting area befitting a rogue trader. Give me like some cushions. You feel the envious eyes of your other petitioners upon you, but no one dares to do anything but stare. Hey, look at this. I got sofas and I got drinks. Count the people in the queue. The people are constantly moving, coming and going, changing places, or simply disappearing from view. On your first attempt, you count 238 petitioners. On your second attempt, you count 244. On your third attempt, the batch of unlucky souls is ushered into the hall and you lose count. Scratch the back of your head. You have whiled away 30 seconds of your wait. You wonder how long you have left to go. I'm going to yawn. The minutes drag by intolerably slowly. Somewhere in the queue, a child is howling at the top of its lungs. The palace adepts are sedately moving documents from one pile to another, shuffling papers. Several petitioners have gathered in a huddle and are swapping rumours, while someone has laid down for a nap on a nearby bench. We'll just... Wait, why am I floating? What is this? No, this is Jai. I'm here. Why is Jai floating? Wait patiently. In the last 8 hours, the only thing that has changed in the waiting hall is the warden shift. The petitioners in the queue placidly wait the blessed hour when their appeal will be heard, and the high-ranking servants of the Imperium by the high-ranking servants of the Imperium. The entire queue perks up at the sudden announcement. Number 285 proceeds to the available window. Throne take me. What a torturous trial we have we let ourselves in for. So much precious time lost, and we've only moved 3 places ahead. At this rate, we'll be old and grey before we get out of this queue, Shireen. Do you have a better idea? You wound me, Shireen. Jai Haidari always has a better idea. What would you say to making the good folk ahead of us hurry up a little, just a smidge? The simplest way to make these lovely subjects bow down before the blinding radiance of our title, Shireen. The second option requires a little more patience. I have already found our first victim at the compassionate citizen who is standing 50 places ahead of us in the queue. Simply offer the right words to unlock his heart, and he will gladly swap tickets with you. And also, you have the power to solve the problems of some petitioners, removing their need to visit a coveted window. After all, is there anything an ordinary citizen could want that is beyond the power of the Conqueror of the Stars to grant? Open fire on the crowd. Why go to any effort when I can simply shoot everyone here? Kind of like this option. We shall solve the problems of the common people. A wise decision, Shireen. Cold traders always say, if you can solve a problem with hard cash, then that's just the cost of doing business. Okay. Oh, Exalted One. Could today be my lucky day? No longer will I have to stand in this hall, waiting day and night for my turn to come. But this kind Lady of House von Valancius is a benefactor of the downtrodden, and she has solved my problem. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here we go. Esteemed lady, take pity on this poor youth as well. I give you everything I have, I swear before the Emperor. Only help me to solve my problem. We do not need everything, poor wretch. Only your place in the queue. I shall do everything in my power. The young man, in a worn work overalls, comports himself with unusual grace for a commoner. My lady, I have been in this queue for 24 moons already, trying to get a permission slip to wed my fiancée. Unfortunately, the servants of the Administratum refused to grant it without a signature of a high-born sponsor. I can... Oh, she doesn't look happy. Out of my way. Esteemed lady, my 8th offspring has lost his mind. He has decided to renounce his family, his noble title, and his talent as a healer, all for the sake of some tattered wife from the middle levels. A union with a commoner will put an end to his studies at the university. But should Dargonus and the Officio Medicae be deprived of a capable chirurgeon because of a passing fancy? Zazie is a healer too, that's the guy's fiancée. And she helps the people of the Hive a great deal more than any little lily-white chirurgeon with a diploma. I do not want to live a life of idleness in the spires of Dargonus like you. Not when I know there are thousands of unfortunate people in the lower levels who need my help. I lose a profit factor for this? Are you kidding me? You hereby make your fiancée a lady of the court and release her from any obligations thereto. Okay. Oh, here we go. I like this one. I have no interest in your little drama. I will sign the paper if you require a sponsor. So the one I lose profit factor on, I'm like, you wish to study alongside your beloved? Very well. I hereby grant you ownership of the Dargonus University of Medicae. You may admit anyone you like. That's funny. So I can either make his wife or fiancée a lady of the court, or I can just sponsor. What do I do here? Should we make her a lady of the court? Let's do that. The young man spends several seconds opening and closing his mouth in shock. That means our marriage will finally be certified, and Zazie will be able to become a chirurgeon now too. I don't know how to thank you, my lady. Here, please take my place. I will return later, this time with my fiancée. Attention, malfunction in waiting hall. Somebody want to replace this this floating head thing? It looks broken. You have an interesting way of doing business, Shireen. I'll keep that in mind. Jai's shrewd eyes are alight with interest as she watches the young petitioner leave. After allowing you a brief pause, a hunched ragamuffin approaches you. The old man's toothless mouth breathes out a putrefying cloud of air as he speaks the only 3 words. Death for life. Uh-oh. Jai peers over the man's shoulders to read his crumpled form. You are here to request mortification. so that your organs go to your granddaughter as an inheritance. She will hardly want your worn-out body parts, old-timer. Servitor. Disposal. Awareness succeeded. I'm glad I succeeded. Only now do you notice the tattoo on his right hand, the symbol of the Adeptus Administratum, and several interlocking chains. It seems this old fellow is the property of a prefect of this palace. Jai looks at the man's form again and rears back in horror. The granddaughter of this poor wretch was turned into a servitor 16 Dargonas years ago. Oh, the guy's granddaughter was made into a... That's sad. And after a recent accident, she was listed for disposal. And now this old man is volunteering to be spare parts for the soulless tin can. May the Exalted One keep me from such a fate. Oh, God, that's rough. I will have my people buy your granddaughter's release and see to your welfare. -1 profit factor. Why are all the nice, the good ones take like minus profit factor? This sucks. Your sacrifice will mean nothing to a servitor. You do realize that? I will give the order for your granddaughter to be repaired, but if you wish to be with her forever, you will also be subject to the servitude imperpetuous. Oh my god, that's such a hard word to get. I'm going to ask him, you know, your sacrifice will mean nothing to a servitor, right? The old man's toothless mouth opens in pain, seemingly splitting his face in two, and his salty tears well in his time-worn eyes, and his salty whatever. I don't think he cares. You do not have to die, old man. If she has been taken out of service, then the time has come to release her. Either I want to have repaired, or it's like if she has been taken out of service, then the time has come to release her. That seems like a fair one too, but I'm guessing he really doesn't want his poor granddaughter to be disposed, right? We can either make him into a servitor, or just simply say he's going to release her. I mean, this one's obviously the nicest one, but I lose profit factor. I mean, I can't keep losing profit factor every 5 minutes, can I? I'm going to have none left. But maybe I could sacrifice just one for this one. Purely because I don't really like the other options too much. Yeah, let's do that one. Screw it. The old man's withered lips curve into a semblance of a smile. May the Emperor keep you. But that's it, you hear? I'm not losing any more profit factor to you guys. Alright, who's next? Interesting. So that is how the ruler of worlds and all the stars in the sky acts when she finds an unfortunate on the edge of her magnificent orbit. A mature woman in a finely made and threadbare dress greets you. I heard you were helping those in need. Well, my family is devastated. My life's work, my shop selling rare hats, burnt to ashes. I'm living out my last years as a widow, alone in a cold, deserted manor, without servants, diversions, or delicacies befitting my status. -3 profit factor? No way. I suppose you must remarry then. I shall have my people select the best spouse for you. And what you want is a life that is meaningless and full of despair. Perhaps it is time you turned to faith, sister. Perhaps I can rebuild this hat shop of yours. Why, that's a wonderful idea. Please, take my place in the queue here. I insist. I will leave my details with your retinue and go. Okay, that was easy. What happened? Oh, that's it. I didn't have more people to help. Okay. Oh, now Cassia's turn to just sort of hover. That's nice. Well, that was amusing. I paid off the last few onlookers who were willing to give up their place. It's a pity they aren't also amenable. Jai inspects the tickets she now holds and nods with satisfaction. We've moved forward considerably in the queue, Shireen. But you aren't ready to stop there, are you? Sister Argenta, for instance, she could engage the people in a prayer or tell a story about some saint or other in exchange for their queue tickets. The people will be amazed if you show them your tame Xeno. They'll drop everything they're holding, including their tickets, and come to goggle at her. I guarantee it. You could also ask Idira to use her talent. Second thought, no. That could be more disastrous than a suddenly erupting volcano, Shireen. Forget it. Wait patiently. We're going to wait this out a little bit. Another 8 planetary hours go by. The queue has hardly moved. The adept in the next window was dealing with rebelling machine spirits in his cogitator. So petitioners from that queue were diverted to the middle of yours. Oh. Shireen, you're a saint. Have I told you that before? You must be, because I don't see any other reason why he would show such fervent but senseless patience. Can't we hurry things along? Fine. I'd prefer to call it my wisdom learned through many years' experience, but I don't care about the precise wording just now. How do you wish to proceed? Let's do Sister Argenta. I believe these people have been gripped by despondency. A sermon from one of his daughters could restore them to their determination. You were thinking about it as well. Words of faith can heal any wound, even those that bleed naught but doubts. I will help these people. Fantastic. Come closer, brothers and sisters, for I am about to tell you about the true faith and humanity. And humility in the face of adversity. We got one guy, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's working. One day, they appealed to Saint Justina. And we just skipped. I'm kind of glad for that. I don't have to read it all. As they say on Ifrit, there is no star more coveted than that which points to the Exalted One. These were given to me in thanks by the poor souls who decided to abandon their vigil in this place of the law and return to their worldly matters. Hum of activity returns to the queue. Petitioners exchange glances, clutching their paperwork. After a few seconds, you realize the number being called out by the servo skull for the third time is the one on your ticket. O Exalted One, thank you for granting the rogue trader her sacred warrant and all its privileges. If we had to wait a minute longer, heaven being my witness, I would have shot someone. Well, that went faster than I expected. Faster than you expected? I think we've been here for like 2 days. We had a little bit of a wait, of course, but at times it was actually fun. One last seal, one more certification, and you will be looking at an official trade representative, J. Haidari. What are you waiting for, Shireen? Let's go. We have another couple of hours with the certification officer to get through. Great. Okay. The certification officer leans over the document, his smoothly shaven head gleaming. His augmented ocular eyes whir as the lenses zoom in and out. With quiet scratching sounds, the cogita quills that serve in place of the officer's fingers make notes on a fine sheet of paper. The document is hereby certified. Return to the Master of Seals in order to proceed, and may his light and wisdom guard you. Next. Oh, We
Intriguing.
made it. I'll just steal everything while we're here, and then we're out. Honestly.
The world will bow.
The Temple of Law and Order greets you, Schaefer. You have returned with all the necessary paperwork, I presume. Here, all of the seals, placed by a certification officer. Wonderful. The Emperor blessed you with patience greater than the apportioned to ordinary mortals. Allow me to verify the authenticity of your documents for the final time. The old woman holds the documents close so that they are almost touching her nose. Her mechanical ocular lenses clicking incessantly. Yes, confirmed. Everything is in order. And this one, the seal is smudged slightly. Oh, I swear. Jai's smile evaporates, yeah. Void scorpions scratch out my eyes. Now what? Well, that came out of nowhere. I suppose I can overlook it, given that the rest has been certified correctly and promptly. Congratulations, Jai. You are now the holder of a Mercantum Tabula Officiale. Do not forget to repeat the certification process every 100 Terran cycles. Uphold the law of the Imperium proudly and honorably in the worlds of the Coronis Expanse. And one more thing. Loss of the certificate is a grievous transgression. Lose the original document, and you will be unable to regain your status as an official trade representative. Not even the Rogue Trader's endorsement will help. Not even with the Rogue Trader's endorsement. Yes, esteemed Damar. Give me the certificates already, come on. Praise the Exalted One who saw me through all these trials, Shireen. This is something to tell the grandchildren about, how a humble mortal became a trade representative of the Imperium. Let's not bother the Damar any longer, Shireen. Why don't we discuss our next steps on the ship?
Let's seize the
Yikes.
opportunity.
Okay. Well, that happened. Let's get out of here. Okay. So, we do have to make our way down to Footfall again. There's some stuff we have to do there. I have no access routes up to these three so far. I can get up to here. And these two systems too. And my Footfall is miles away. Oh, and Forgotten Twins we need to go back to, don't we? To do, what's it called? Yolette's stuff. Do we head down to Forgotten Twins? And do hers? Okay. While traveling through the Immaterium, the crew on duty in Loading Bay 7 heard what sounded like the hissing of a giant snake. The terrified workers sent out a Vox message, then locked themselves in a shipping container and welded it shut. The response team sent by the bay found no signs of warp activity. Unfortunately, by the time they arrived, the workers had suffocated. Some of these guys are dumb, huh? Like, what? This doesn't sound like a good idea. In the middle of a warp jump, our sensors detected an approaching void ship, similar to ours in size, but of greater tonnage. The unidentified vessel did not respond to our hails and kept its course, approaching us at high speed. Fire upon the unidentified vessel. Succeeded. The shell hit its target. The unidentified ship held its course for a moment longer, then it vanished, leaving only flashes of light in its wake. A single projectile is not enough to destroy a ship of that size. What's more, our ship collided with no debris. Ah, there's a path through here now. Let's make that unsafe. There we go. Yes, it's a yellow one now. Since the very start of the warp jump, rumours of ill omens have been widespread among the Voidsmen. Sudden deaths among the crew, ravaged corpses, jagged shadows lurking behind the bulkheads. A Terran day later, the mystery unravelled itself in the most heinous manner. An attempt on the rogue trader's life. The question of how the Drakari Xenos came on board the ship will have to be pondered some other time. Right now, the Lord Captain has to fight for her life. Oh, I have to actually fight these guys? Okay. It's not just a dialogue thing. I actually have to do something. Well, guess I can go smack some Xenos in the face. Where are they? Where they at? Where they at?
Powers unseen uncover my path.
Duty prevails.
Ah, there we go. This one, right there. Hi there.
Your existence is naught but ashes.
So what do we got? We got a few of them, right? We got a few of them. All right, Adira right there, perfect. Me. How about put me right here? Jai. Let's. Cassia. Let's just put her right here. Not Cassia, Argenta. Sorry. Okay.
Was that you? Or anything else? But of course.
Okay. Put some stratagems up. Why not? Let's put the frontline one like right
Anything
there.
else?
Okay. Okay, you've actually got a perfect shot on that guy.
If it serves your cause. I understand your intent.
Shoot him, please.
Moving no more.
Did that guy just explode when he died? Is that a thing? I guess that's a thing.
If it serves your cause.
Okay. Called Crushed Ones, which is kind of interesting.
One step closer. I will triumph.
Okay.
Ravage and conquer. Ruin beckon. Accept tribute. I will triumph.
Wow. That actually worked quite well.
Purpose
I took a lot of
guides me.
Sorry, team. Oh, I should have. Yeah, what I need to do is get my staff out when I want to use my warp abilities, right, for the extra bonus on that, and then swap to my my hammer when I want to do some damage. Sharpshooter, huh? Some sharpshooter smacks his own teammate in the back of the head. Okay, we could have a little bit of a problem here.
I can do that with the right incentive.
That works really well.
Don't get too cocky. I can do that with the right incentive.
Nice shot.
Don't get too cocky.
Ignore,
I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak.
Argenta.
Guided by faith.
Do your thing.
Faith without deeds. As the
Very
Emperor
good.
commands,
Very good. Excellent work.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Oh.
If I may. Me?
Let's weaken all them guys.
Captain? Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Okay. I kind of wanted to click on this guy, but apparently at the last second, I did not manage to do that successfully.
Was that you? Or will do.
Okay. Oh, the guy you wanted to shoot's already gone, huh?
I will not.
Why not?
This tedium is beneath me.
Please shoot him.
Death with my hands.
Thanks.
If I must.
High momentum.
Stop trying, monkey.
What? Why? Thought it was a fairly reasonable request. Okay.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
One step closer.
Let's taunt all them. Okay.
Purpose guides me.
Purpose guides me. See, because it does like 9...
I won't
No,
waste my
13.
time on
If I do this? 11. Yeah. It doesn't take... It doesn't cost me anything to...
Shall reign.
You know, it doesn't cost me anything to...
I reject the very idea.
Wait, why can't I do this? Oh, because I crippled my leg. That's super unfortunate, isn't it? You know? I'm a little disappointed I got... That guy just explodes.
High momentum.
A moving target lives north. I can do that with the right incentive. Somewhere. Don't get too cocky.
Ignore
I can do that
cover
with the right incentive.
with the right incentive. Why can't I? Ah, well, whatever.
I hold all the cards.
Give me a new turn.
Purpose guides me.
To heal myself and
I need no
arrows of the
guidance.
warp to myself instead. Boom. Very nice.
I will triumph.
Let's taunt this guy. Can I charge him? I can.
One step closer.
Kaboom.
I see the forbidden.
Am I getting paid for this? If it serves your cause. Soul slips beneath the veil.
There ya. Right, how many guys do we have left? Just the one? Can Cassia reach? Oh, maybe.
I'm a navigator.
She obliterated him. Cool. Good job.
Never doubt
Hey, leveled up. Nice.
it. The Emperor favors me today. Duty prevails.
What? No. Put that all over there. I do not need all of that
I
stuff.
tread a path unexplored.
I don't need any of that stuff. And down here I missed. I think we're good.
The world trembles.
Let's get out of here.
beneath my feet.
Good job, team. There we go. Finally arrived where I needed to arrive. I think I got an update from my colony. Here we go. Lord Captain, there's been a tragedy on Dargonus. Governor Drivestem has been dedicating most of his time to restoring the astropathic choir lost to the warp storms, but the psychics he assembled were struck by an unknown assault. They heard something, and it has cast them into madness. The astropaths have lost sleep, clawed at their skin to the flesh, muttered gibberish, and now they have gone completely berserk. They had to be eliminated, and now only a few of the most resilient astropaths are upholding the connection to Dargonus. How long will they last? Okay, bring me the sanctioned astropaths, steal them, take them by force, threaten them, bring them to me, whatever means necessary. By whatever means necessary. Hire the sanctioned astropaths for any price, we need them. Hire the unsanctioned psychers. What a psychic ward. When veil degradation is equal to or more than 10, the wearer deals additional damage with all psychic powers. Would be actually one for Adira. Don't really want to lose any more profit factor than I have to, which kind of leaves me with this one. Where did the former astropaths come from, and can we get more of them? I have received complaints that Governor Drivestem has devastated the minor astropathic choirs of the Protectorate. He scaled them down by almost half through blatant abuse of his authority. To take more people from these choirs would mean depriving ourselves of the connections with other worlds. We could try to hire sanctioned psychers from other domains, but they will few as the road to the Imperium is perilous. We can try getting by with the resources that are already available to us, seek out the unsanctioned astropaths who train those psyactive citizens of the Protectorate displaying promise, a most regrettable violation of his laws caused by our grave situation. Huh. I've got security 6, so -1 security is probably the best one here. Hire the unsanctioned psychers. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. Through the shady dens, secret sanctuaries, and pirate lairs, the Von Valentius agents have tracked down 24 psychers whose abilities have not tested and curbed by the Emperor's servants. It's kind of weird. Who have not been tested? Anyway. These dangerous transgressors were brought to Dargonus. The new astropaths were dangerous both to others and themselves. Their wild, untamed talent led to the materialization of horrifying warp manifestations into reality, but the victims were a small toll for allowing Dargonus to hear and speak to its mistress. The tragic pestilence of the astropaths has not appeared again, but all of them have reported hearing strange whispers ever since their first day on the planet. So what you're telling me is it was a success. Right? It was successful. We won. So we have some other stuff here. Kaspalica, Fellowship of the Void. And obviously we can do these now too, huh? That don't really lock up. There's nothing here. I just gained 4 people. Okay. That seems really good. So we'll take it. Yeah. Okay. Nothing there. Dreamless has been finished. Fantastic. Good. So I need to finish Envirodome, I think, don't I? But I need a mechanism. So somewhere I have to find a mechanism. Where am I going to find a mechanism? Corrals? Yeah, corrals. And... okay, so if I go for willpower here, when I'm holding the staff, I'd have 60. And I think... actually, I've just answered my own question. Because strength would only put me to 65, whereas this... yeah, okay. Yes. Okay, good. How's your Medicaid? It's currently 106. Persuasion is... yeah, let's do persuasion. And... yeah, fellowship would be the best, I think. Maybe weapon skill? That's melee attacks, though. Yikes. Sheep doesn't have a good one here. These are all pretty terrible. I'm going to go with weapon skill because it puts it to 40. Gives her an extra plus bonus. It's a pretty terrible selection there for her on that one, unfortunately. Okay. Medicaid I don't need. Persuasion would be good. Really push that persuasion all the way up. Law Imperium, actually. Let's do that. And then... we could do... Perception would put it to 70 perception, which would be quite nice. That's exactly what we're going to do. Perfect. Argenta. What have we got with Argenta? Demolition. Yeah, I mean, she always fails demolition, so let's do demolition. What would be good for her here? Ballistic skill would be the best, but obviously we can't do that. Perception. Let's do perception. Nice. Rounded up to a 60 for her. Idira. Now we could try and do some fellowship here or intelligence, but I mean... yikes. Or we could just try sticking it into willpower anyway. Yeah, screw it. I don't know what else to pick for her, honestly. She's kind of difficult to deal with all around. Persuasion. No, she's bad at that. What is she good at? Tech use she's good at, apparently. Could do more tech use. 103 tech use, why not? Okay, Yolette. Perception could be quite nice, actually. And Lorzino. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay. Hey, what's on this? What's... what? God damn it. What? The game stopped working. Plasteel. Okay. Not super amazing. I can't... what? I can't click on this. Oh, great. Is it broken? I came all the way down here and I can't even do her quest. So that'll be it for this episode. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.